Welcome to the AmeLiaRun channel. My name's AmeLia, and today I am reviewing the Brooks Glycerin Max 2. This is a shoe I've purchased for myself in my size of 8.5M from REI, and this is, like all my other reviews, going to be a kind of whip around here of the nerdy details of the shoe, as well as discussing fit, predicting the durability, ride, versatility, and value of this shoe. This is made with the hopes of creating an accessible resource to assist runners of all experiences in their search for the right fit. My reviews are time-stamped for easier reference regardless of where and when buyers are shopping. So, getting into the nerdy details for the Brooks Glycerin Max 2. It is a maxed cushion 11-ounce shoe with a noteworthy 48 millimeters in the heel, 42 millimeters in the forefoot for that stack there, which makes a 6 millimeter drop. The shoe features Brooks DNA-tuned supercritical nitrogen foam in the midsole, as well as their trademark glide roll rocker geometry. Shoe has a thick layer of rubber outsole and is coated with a triple jacquard mesh upper. I really was impressed by this upper, especially when I tried it on in the store, but we'll get there in a bit. The shoe is available for $200, and it is not offered in wide sizes, unfortunately. This shoe is surprisingly snug in certain spots when you try it on. Mostly in the back. Towards the heel, I kind of felt like it was almost like a football cleat the way it was kind of pretty snug there in the back. And you can almost kind of see it from kind of the layout on it, right? Like on the outline, like you see that's a little thinner. Whereas this is, I'd say, about as expected as far as an upper. I have my lacing tricks. I can have a little bit more room in the midfoot area. Toe box feels fine. But it does definitely overall fit like a football cleat, which I don't know if the weight has anything to do with that, but or maybe even like the stack on that side of things. But for me, at least, it definitely fit like a heavy, snug shoe. But for some folks, that's a great thing. Thinking about the projected durability for this shoe, I don't see a whole lot of wear on it, honestly. I've ran it in it for about 35 miles. I'd say the biggest part would probably be right about here in the exposed foam, in the midsection of the shoe there, especially if you're a midfoot striker like I am. I could see that maybe wearing down, but other than that, everything looks fairly decent. It kind of doesn't have a great spot on this particular part of the review, but I really like the fish gills with you can kind of see the foam there, because you see the foam there, the exposed bits there, the yellowish green. You can see that there too going throughout the platform, which is a nice touch, at least aesthetically. Getting into the ride, versatility, and value for this shoe, I was really underwhelmed with the ride of this shoe. I was anticipating it to be a plush, reliable, fun-ish kind of ride, but I really didn't get any of that. It just kind of felt like a boring ride. It didn't really carry well. It just kind of bleh. I can think of even I'm looking up here, when I had the Reebok, the Float Zig Double, I felt like that was even a little bit livelier than this, and that's sad because this is a very attractive shoe. You try it on in the store, you kind of do a quick little run around, maybe you hop on the treadmill, and you're like, oh, this is I can get along well with this, because it definitely fits well, even if it's a bit awkward, a bit snug when you try it on. But you'd at least anticipate that ride to be something more akin to the Vomero Premium or or even the Vomero Plus, right? Like from Nike, but you don't get that. So hand up, I know a lot of folks were disappointed with this one compared to the first Glycerin Max. I never even tried on the first Glycerin Max, so I don't really have that point of reference, but I hear that it's a pretty dramatic difference. I'd love to see what the first one felt like, because this is, like I said, pretty underwhelming. It's not a very versatile shoe. I remember the reputation for the first shoe was like, oh, you can take daily miles. It's got a little pep in its step. You can still use it for slow miles. I don't know if I can do this any more than slow miles. And even then, it's like, I don't feel that much. I don't feel like it's overly comfortable, like for like an easy run. It kind of just feels like I'm dragging a bit, which isn't great. It doesn't really feel like it has a good niche. I even wore these to work, and they weren't exactly the most comfortable to wear throughout the day. I don't know. I really don't know. And then, like, egregiously, the worst part about this shoe is its value, because it's a $200 shoe, and I really don't know how you could justify this shoe at $200. It's like the triple Jacquard uppers, awesome. Like design wise on paper, it's like cool. Yeah, I get it. It's $200 shoe. They put a bunch of stuff into it, but it doesn't translate out onto the road, and that's troubling. It is very troubling. I'd really like to see improvements made to this shoe, because I think it's possible. You look at like Brooks Ghost Max, right? Like the first one was good, second one people hated, and the third one, had a little bit of a return to form. I'm hoping that's the same kind of song here with the Glycerin Max. Because like I just had the Glycerin Flex. The Glycerin Flex is awesome. Like that's a great shoe. I'm definitely not reaching to this one over the Glycerin Flex for like my daily running needs. Or like this versus like the Nike Vomero Premium, which I think it's a fair comparison, because I think they both have a similar ethos. They both have very high stacks on both the heel and the forefoot. So again, it's a fair comparison. And then it's the cherry on top of this. It doesn't feel like at $200 you need to be offering the shoe in wide. Come on, like the shoe. Like Brooks is known for having wide, extra wide, different kinds of widths available for its runners, and there's none for this one, and that's frustrating. It's a very frustrating and underwhelming shoe. It's attractive. It is so attractive. I'm repeating my points, but again, like if I saw this like right up there on the shop, I'd be like, oh my gosh, look at that nice looking shoe. Yeah, I want to try that on, because that's what happened. I did, and it was great. And then I ordered one, and I was disappointed. Oh man. Getting into my final thoughts for the Brooks Glycerin Max 2. You've probably already heard me ramble a bit about it. This is a disappointing shoe. It is. There's no way to sugarcoat it. This shoe could have been and should have been a lot more than what it was. And I'm not talking about price, because $200 is outrageous for what you get in this shoe. I think if you wanted to go with a Nike Vomero, even the Plus, because I think the Nike Vomero Plus fits the ethos of this a lot better. The Reebok Double Zig, right? The Float Zig Double. I always mess up that one's name, I'm sorry. But like that one even felt like it was better at being this super max cushion daily companion. Maybe if this is on a discount, you could try it out, but unless it's cut down to like 120, 130, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's worth a swing. And that's gonna happen. Brooks is a good brand, but sometimes there's gonna be stinkers, and it's just part of the process. Disappointing as that is, that is what it is, right? With that said, I hope you found this review helpful. If you have any questions about the shoe, let me know. I'm trying to do weekly reviews. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all